Good morning. My name is Gail Maxwell, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. We're going to have a program called Country Creations. And the way the meal is starting out today is I found a pack of chicken breasts. There were 6 in the pack, and they were $3.79. My program is I want to teach people how they can make and extend their budget with just a little bit of money. The chicken breasts, we're going to have chicken pot pie, chicken soup, and chicken salad. And you can use all these and you'll have enough to feed a family of 4. And first we're going to start off with, we're going to boil our chicken, and then we're going to start on the chicken pot pie. And I'm so glad that you're here with us. To start off with, for our 3 meals, we've got to cook our chicken. And you have to be extremely careful when you're dealing with raw chicken. You have to be careful, keep your hands clean, keep your counter clean. One of the first things that I do is I rinse it off before I put it in the pot to get all the blood and all that off of it. And then always make sure you wash your hands. And I'm going to rinse this off. Throw this right over here. And I've got a nice cool bath of water here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it off, put it in my water, and let it boil. And it needs to boil between 45 and 50 minutes to make sure, because these are some large chicken breasts. Make sure they're good tender. You don't want to overcook them. You don't want them to be mushy. You want them to be nice and firm to work in your pie and your soups. So what we're going to do, we've got them rinsed off here, so we're going to put them into the boiler. I'm going to let them boil for, like I said, for about 45 to 50 minutes. Like I said, make sure that you cook your chicken 45 to 50 minutes, because these breasts are pretty good sized breasts and they need to cook that long to make sure they get good and done. You don't want them to get mushy, but you want them to still have some texture to it. So we're going to put these in here. I've already washed them, poured the water off, and now we're going to cook them. I've got the water boiling, got it seasoned with some salt. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to turn it down, put a lid on it, and there we go. That's all you have to do. And then we're going to, when it gets done, we're going to chip the meat up. I'm going to use the food processor. It's a lot quicker. Easy. This, we're going to leave this on medium heat so it'll boil and it'll be good and tender when it gets off. So there it is. It'll just do its thing. So we'll come back to that in just a few minutes. And as you know, with television, things get done faster, and I will show you how to chip up the meat here and make it so simple, so easy, and so much fun. You've got to make cooking fun to enjoy doing it, and I love to cook for my family. So, chicken has cooked. It's good, it's firm, and it's cooled down. So now what I've got to do is we've got to take the bones out, and then we're going to chop it in the food processor. We've got to get all the bones out. That won't take just a minute. And you can either chop this up by hand or you can use a food processor. I prefer, when I'm making several things at one time, I prefer the food processor. But you can chop it up by hand. Either way it'll be fine. It's not dried out. It's good and moist. So this is just perfect how we need it to be. Gotta get all the bones there. Okay, just a couple more here. The best utensil you can use is your hands. You can just do everything so much easier using your hands, pulling the meat off. That just makes it so much quicker. This is cooled off nicely here, so we'll get these bones out. If you're like me, I like gadgets. I like any kind of gadget, especially kitchen gadgets. They're just my best friend because you can do so many different things with them. Okay, there we go. We've got all the meat off the bones. So now I've got the food processor out. So we're gonna chop it up right quick with the food processor. It won't take just a few minutes. It's gonna be a little loud, folks, but this will be okay. Once you've got all the bones and everything out, then what you need to do is just have it ready and put it in the food processor and let it chip it up. And then that just saves you so much time. I mean, all we have is time really, so we can slice it up with a knife. It's just whichever way that you like to do it. But make it where you enjoy it. I enjoy using gadgets, so that's my thing. Okay, we're fixing to start slicing this up, so hold your ears just a few minutes. Get a few herbs out here for our meal. And we're just about through grinding our chicken up. So let me finish that off and then we'll get started on our chicken pot pie, okay? Hold your ears a few seconds. That didn't take just a minute. And your meat is chopped up so nice. Such good slices. Now I washed and cleaned this bowl out after using it while ago to rinse the chicken. See how much 6 chicken breasts makes? That is a lot of chicken. You can make a lot of meals out of that. So we're going to just dump it in this pot right here. And we'll end up dividing it out 3 ways. One for the pot pie, one for the soup, and one for the chicken salad. Okay, let me remove my mess here just a moment. I'll be right back. Rinse my hands off. Okay, we're going to start with the chicken pot pie. First of all, always spray the bottom of your container. One thing, makes it come out easily, and then when you get ready to wash your pots and pans, they wash up so much easier when they've had a little Pamps or whatever sprayed on them. That just makes it so much easier to clean, as well as when you're serving, it just slides out real easy. To start with, we're going to put about 1.25 cups of mixed vegetables. And I use the frozen mixed vegetables. It just seems like they do better than the canned. So I'm just going to sprinkle those down here on the bottom. Shake it up and get it all evenly distributed. And then I'm going to put a nice layer of the chicken. And see, with it sliced up like that, you just get it spread all through there, and it's so evenly done. And it just makes it so much better because you want a bite of that chicken in every bite. You don't want just a bite here and there. This makes it where it's evenly distributed. Okay, so that's good. We've got the layer of chicken, we've got the layer of mixed vegetables. Now we have to salt and pepper it now. So we're going to salt and pepper. And I don't know how your family is, but my family loves a lot of black pepper. So we're going to put a fair amount. You adjust it to the way that you like. And we're going to put some sea salt. Season it up good. There we go. That's good. Okay. Our next thing that we do, we're going to put a cup of broth. A cup of your chicken broth. And then you can just kind of eyeball it. If that don't seem like it's enough, you can get some more and put in there. Okay? All right, we're going to look at the chicken broth we have. It came off the chicken that we cooked earlier. So you want to utilize every bit of that chicken. You cooked it and you filled the pot up with water. And you use your chicken broth because that has so much flavor, so many vitamins and things that's good for you. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up a can of cream of chicken soup. And it's good and creamy, and we want to get every drop out of there. So we're going to use a spatula and just kind of spread it evenly across the top. And while it's cooking, that chicken broth is going to mix in there with it. It's probably the key ingredient in your whole pie, because you want that, and you want to make sure that you get it spread smooth all around there. Get every drop. Okay, every drop. See there, we've got it spread out there really good. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to add some sour cream. We're going to add about 1/3 of a cup of sour cream. And this just helps make it good and creamy, gives it a little rich flavor. Now one thing that I do, and it's up to you how you cook with yours, I use light sour cream. I try to cut back as much as I can on the fat. You can make it still taste just as good and leave out a lot of the fat and make it more healthier for you to eat. So the light sour cream, that's just going to help make it good and creamy. Just get it all smoothed out so you get a little bit of that flavor in every bite. Okay, now the next thing is we're going to make a crust to go on there. It's very simple, very easy. Put this here. And the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to put this right here just a minute. Clean up my mess here just a little bit. We're going to put our flour in a bowl. Mix it in there. And I use self-rising flour. That way I don't have to add baking soda and all that. I just enjoy cooking with self-rising flour. We're going to add a 1/2 of a stick of butter. Just a 1/2. A lot of people like to add a whole cup, a whole stick of butter. But I don't like to put that much in mine. Is buttermilk. And buttermilk makes it light and fluffy. So just stir in your buttermilk and get it the consistency that you would like. You want it good and smooth there. And see, that's just perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to dab this on top of our pie. Now I'm telling you what, my family, children and grandchildren love this. It looks like you have really worked hard and really struggled in the kitchen to do all this, but it's simple, it's easy, and they will appreciate you so much for doing this, especially for them. And we've got the oven heating up to 325. Once the oven is heated, you put it in for 325. You cook it for about 45 minutes to an hour. Just keep an eye on it. All right, now this, what we're going to do, we just spooned it down there, we're just going to smooth it out. Just as even, smooth it out. Once you get it nice and smooth and even all over, then you put it in your oven. And it just looks like you just worked so hard, and it's so simple. So easy, and your family will really appreciate this. Okay, I'm going to put a pan underneath it just in case it boils out or bubbles out into the stove. That way you won't have a mess. Most of the time it does not. There's always that chance, and who wants to clean up the stove after you cook it? That takes away from the fun. Okay, we're going to set this right in the center. And I have my oven heated to 325, and I'm going to set the timer for 45 minutes. And it will help tell us when it's done. Once you have it in a pan, to safely secure your oven from getting dirty, put it on the middle rack and have your oven nice and hot at 325 degrees. Close it up, and we'll set the timer for 45 minutes, and we'll start checking it from there and see how it's going. When When we get back from the commercial break, we will be making a chunky, hearty chicken soup out of some of the same chicken that we boiled earlier and the chicken broth. So just stick around with us and stay with us and enjoy. This is not a hard dish to make at all. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go away now.
Whether you're visiting the area or this is your home, for family fun, make your plans now. Head to Phonopolis Family Fun Center. Go-karts, bumper boats, bumper cars, water wars, mini golf, inflatables, spider zone and climbing wall, laser tag, mini bowling, a huge snack bar, and tons of great video games. The kids will have a blast, and so will you. Don't forget, with advanced reservations, Phonopolis has lots of group packages available, and they'll host your birthday parties too. Phonopolis Family Fun Center, Highway 441, Banks Crossing, Commerce.
At Our Town Antiques, there's something for everyone. We invite you to take a walk through history as you browse items from over 16 outstanding dealers. At Our Town Antiques, you'll find collectibles, old store items, folk art and pottery, quality antique furniture, china and collectible glassware, jewelry, military dinnerware, primitives, and much more. They'll even repair your antique lamps and clocks. Our Town Antiques is located in beautiful downtown Commerce. Visit us today and find your special treasure. At Giftworks at the Joy Shop in downtown Commerce, you'll find a wide variety of cards and gifts for any occasion. Not only will you find the perfect gift for that someone special, we'll gift wrap it for free. We are more than just your Hallmark store. We offer wedding registry, baby shower registry, custom-made gift baskets, sweet shop chocolates, home and garden accessories, and more. Whether you need a Webkins for your child or a fashion accessory for yourself, that unique gift awaits you at Giftworks at the Joy Shop. So why fight the mall traffic when you can linger with us and find exactly what you're looking for right here at the Joy Shop? For special days or any day, visit Giftworks at the Joy Shop, 1668 South Broad Street in downtown Commerce.
Oh, hello. We're back. I'm out in my herb garden getting a few herbs to put on our salad and in our soup today. Here we've got some chives, and I picked a few lovely roses. We'll put those in our basket. Always, if you've got some fresh herbs, anything around the house, it just makes your food pop. We'll go around here and I'm gonna get some lemon balm. We're gonna make some tea in a little bit, and then I'm gonna pick a few leaves of this sage. We don't need just a few. It's got a strong flavor, wonderful flavor that will be great in our soup. Just a few of those. Lemon balm just sets it off. So here in my herb garden, I have some fresh lemon balm mint. It just makes your tea so much better. Fresh oregano is really good in that hearty soup. It just gives it a special flavor. So I'm gonna get a little bit of that. Put that down here, just a little bit. It won't take a whole lot. There we go. Now that's a nice basket. We've got lemon balm, we've got our chives. I snipped off a little bit of this rosemary. Rosemary is always good with chicken. But we'll get back in the kitchen and start using these herbs. Okay, folks, let's get to cooking. We've got some wonderful fresh herbs. It's time to take out our wonderful, dark, crispy, crunchy chicken pot pie. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. And it didn't even boil over in my pan, but it's always better to have safety precautions. That would be delicious. So we're gonna let it sit off right here, and we're gonna let it cool just a little bit. But look at that bubbly, golden delicious. Does that not look great? And that's a whole meal in itself. All you've got to do is fix a nice tall salad to go with it. You've got your bread, you've got your vegetables, you have your meat. What more could you want? And it didn't take any time to fix. So I hope you'll try this and enjoy it as much as my family does. Next, we're gonna start on that chunky, healthy, hearty chicken soup. Wonderful. You're gonna enjoy it so much. To start with, Let me move this pan out of the way. To start with, I need to chop up some onions. So we're going to chop up about, it's going to be about a cup of onions. And we're going to saute them in a little bit of, we're going to saute them in olive oil. And it won't take just a minute. Just chop up a few here. And they don't have to be, it doesn't have to be in any certain type of size or whatever. We're just going to chop these in chunks. Very simple, very easy. Don't ever let cooking intimidate you, because it's fun. Make it fun, because if you make it work, then it's not fun. Clean up as you go. That's one of the main keys. If you clean up as you go, that helps so much. And I tell you one thing that I do that helps me a lot of times. When I get my celery, my carrots, my onions, a lot of times when I come in, I go ahead and prep them for when I get ready to cook a meal. If you've got some onions already chopped up and your celery and stuff, you can make a meal in just a few minutes. You can open a can of tuna, pop in a few of those. It's endless to what you can do. Okay. See, they're not chopped up real fine, but they'll be great for your soup. We're going to put in a little olive oil. See, it's already smoking, so it's good and warm. Wow, I like that sound. And we're going to let these saute just a minute and let them start turning translucent. And that won't take just a minute. And then we'll add our other yummy vegetables in there too. All we have to do is just stir that in. And turn the heat down just a little bit. I just had it up high so it'll be good and hot when I added the onions. Okay. Alright. That's looking good. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my chicken broth. I've already got it poured out here. I've got about 2 quarts. We're going to add this to our pot. It's already strained. Wow. You can tell when I'm cooking. I had it a little too high, so I'm sorry about that. But I wanted to make sure my onions worked fine. And they did. A little overly. So now then, we've got it turned down. That's how we need it. Got it turned down, looks good. Okay, we're going to add 2 cups of our mixed vegetables. We've got carrots, peas, there's a few lima beans in there. And again, I prefer to use frozen vegetables. You can use the canned ones, but they just taste so much better frozen. Or, you know, if you want to do it fresh vegetables, that's great also. So just drop those in there. Get every one of them. Stir that up. Now, if there's no soup, you can not make a soup without putting some potatoes in. I'm sorry. That tells it Bill's day. It's always interesting here at my house. We just set off the fire alarm. It was because there was so much steam from the pouring everything in there, so I apologize for that. But we didn't burn anything. It was just a little dramatic thing going on here. But anyway, we've got it settled down. It's going cool. We have our vegetables, our chicken broth, and our onions in the pot now. And it's simmering. I'm going to add the potatoes. I've diced up the potatoes. Try to dice them up pretty small so that I'll cook about the same time. Just put that in there. Okay, and then we're going to add some of this chicken that we cut up. See, we still have plenty of chicken. This is the 6 chicken breasts that we had. So we're going to put in our chicken. Then we've got to put some salt and pepper because we haven't salt and peppered anything yet. So we're going to do that. Oh, see that, how nice, how much chicken that is, and see what we've got left over? Now this is going to be going into our chicken salad. It will be awesome. Okay, we're going to put a few herbs in now. I'm going to put a few of the thyme, some of the thyme in here. that we got from the herb garden. And then right when it gets ready to get done, I'm going to throw in a few leaves of oregano. That will give it a fresh taste. So we're going to put the lid on after we salt and pepper it. And get the herbs here. What we'll do is, this is thyme. What we're going to do is we're just going to throw it in there like this, and the stems and all, we'll pull them out later. So we're just going to stick the thyme down in there. That's going to give it a wonderful flavor. Wonderful flavor. Our salt and pepper. My family likes a lot of black pepper in it, so it takes a good bit there. Okay, and then we're going to put our salt. Our chicken stock is rich. It's got full body. It's just got a rich color to it. So you're going to get a lot of flavor from that chicken and chicken broth. Now look at that wonderful looking soup. See how hearty it is? It's got vegetables. It's got the chicken. It's got the chicken broth. And you will not get a bite that does not have a slice of chicken in it. That's going to make it so hearty. And again, we're working on that $3.79 pack of chicken. So you've got pot pie, hearty soup, and now we're going to make some chicken salad that you're going to really love. Okay? We'll be back after this on Country Creations.
At Giftworks at the Joy Shop in downtown Commerce, you'll find a wide variety of cards and gifts for any occasion. Not only will you find the perfect gift for that someone special, we'll gift wrap it for free. We are more than just your Hallmark store. We offer wedding registry, baby shower registry, custom-made gift baskets, sweet shop chocolates, home and garden accessories, and more. Whether you need a Webkins for your child or a fashion accessory for yourself, that unique gift awaits you at Giftworks at the Joy Shop. So why fight the mall traffic when you can linger with us and find exactly what you're looking for right here at the Joy Shop? For special days or any day, visit Giftworks at the Joy Shop, 1668 South Broad Street in downtown Commerce. At Our Town Antiques, there's something for everyone. We invite you to take a walk through history as you browse items from over 16 outstanding dealers. At Our Town Antiques, you'll find collectibles, old store items, folk art and pottery, quality antique furniture, china and collectible glassware, jewelry, military dinnerware, primitives, and much more. They'll even repair your antique lamps and clocks. Our Town Antiques is located in beautiful downtown Commerce. Visit us today and find your special treasure.
Hey folks, I'm Pat Hodgson with Stan Hodgson Insurance Agency in Commerce. As Yogi Berra once said, it ain't over till it's over, and you'll feel like it's all over if something catastrophic happens to you and you don't have adequate insurance protection. If you need insurance, whether it be homeowners, life, auto, or health, come see Chris, Christy, or me at Stan Hodgson Insurance Agency. We'll always do our best to provide you the insurance protection that you and your assets deserve.
Whether you're visiting the area or this is your home, for family fun, make your plans now. Head to Phonopolis Family Fun Center. Go-karts, bumper boats, bumper cars, water wars, mini golf, inflatables, spider zone and climbing wall, laser tag, mini bowling, a huge snack bar, and tons of great video games. The kids will have a blast, and so will you. Don't forget, with advanced reservations, Phonopolis has lots of group packages available, and they'll host your birthday parties too. Phonopolis Family Fun Center, Highway 441, Banks Crossing, Commerce.
Okay, in the world of fast food, it's hard to find something that's so quick and easy to prepare. This is our third meal out of a $3.79 pack of chicken. We cooked it, run it through the food processor, and we have this much chicken left here. It's quick and easy, won't take just a few minutes to prepare. First of all, we're going to put in, I cut up a pack of 3 ribs of lettuce. I've got them chopped up. We're going to put that in there. We're going to put 3 or 4 of these hard-boiled eggs. We're going to put that in there. And these little slicers make things so much easier for you to cut up. You just put it in one way and then put it in the other, and then your egg is sliced so good. I love your sprinkle it around in there. See how easy and quick that makes it? I think we'll go ahead and put 4 because there's just no work at all. So we're going to put 4 of those one way and slice it the next way. Okay, we're going to have 4 eggs in there. Okay. And then next, another thing that I like to do with my chicken salad is I like to put nuts in it. You can use almonds, you can use pecans, whatever you like. We happen to have several pecan trees here, and we have had a bumper crop this year. And my husband Ronnie has picked out pecans all winter long, just about. So we're going to use pecans. So I'm just going to give them a quick chop. I'm going to put them to the side there just right quick. Then I've got to chop up about 1/4 of a red onion. We're just going to chop it up as fine as we can chop it up. Juicy. Usually they're mild, they're not
Red
hot.
onions are sweet.
And they really, you just want just a small amount just to give it that flavor. And this salad you can eat on lettuce, beds of lettuce. You can make sandwiches out of it. You can wrap a piece of lettuce around it if you don't want to use bread. Eat it with crackers, whatever. But it is a wonderful salad. Brittany, this is Brittany's my granddaughter, and this is a runoff of hers. She can make a wonderful chicken salad. She uses a chicken that's already prepared in the store. She gets a rotisserie chicken, and they are delicious. She does hers basically like this, but what I'm getting from hers is this lemon juice. The lemon juice, and then you can scrape off the zest. That is what really puts the best flavor in there. So I'm going to get some of the zest, and I'll just do it over the bowl and just let it all go in there. But you can see it's getting a good bit of the zest in there. And then we're going to use the lemon juice too to give it that wonderful, just quick, good juicy flavor with a good citrus taste to it. You don't want to get the white part. That gets a little bitter, so you have to be real careful there. There you go. I think we've got about enough there. We'll just drop that down in there. We're going to squeeze our lemon just a little bit to help make it a little bit easier to get the juice out. Okay, we've got one of these little juicers here, and we're just going to twist that around, and it'll get all the pulp out of it. It will make it wonderful. We're going to mix the lemon juice with the sour cream. I've got light sour cream, 1/4 cup, and I've got 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and it's the light mayonnaise. So we're going to get as much juice out of this lemon as we can, and we're going to mix those together. That'll make it all spread much, much easier and give it just such a wonderful flavor, and it'll taste so good. Okay, we're going to put this in there, put our sour cream, 1/4 cup of sour cream, every bit of that, because you're going to need it, and 1/2 cup of light mayonnaise. We have a few more things we're going to put in our salad that we haven't put in there yet. Okay, got a spatula here. We're just going to stir this up real good, and see, that's going to thin out the mayonnaise and the sour cream, and it's going to make it spread through the salad so much easier, and it's going to give it all such great flavor. See there how nice it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the black pepper and the salt in this too while we're going. Okay. And our salt. All right, now we're going to put in about 1 cup of grapes that we've cut in half. You want to put about 1 cup of your grapes sliced small. And then we're going to put a cup of your pecans that we've chopped up, and I'm going to leave a few to put on top for garnish. And here, see how wonderful, delicious that looks? That is just going to make such a good meal. Okay, now we're going to mix all the dressing in here on it. Get every drop of that. That's what makes it good. That's what pulls it all together. Okay, we're going to mix this up. Oh, that looks so good. So wonderful. The flavors is just going to mellow out in there. And as you mix it up, you can tell, you know, if it's a little dry, you may need to put a little bit more mayonnaise, but I think this is going to be perfect. I don't believe we're going to have to add anything else to it. You just got to mix it real good because there's a lot of ingredients. And this is the chicken that was left over. It's amazing. Uh-oh, runaway chicken there. It's amazing how much you can get out of one hack of chicken breast. Okay, we've got our chicken salad done. Looks delicious. I'm going to put it on this bed of lettuce, and then we'll garnish it with some grapes around the outside of it. So we're going to put this here. Take this with you. Get you some lemonade or take you some nice cool tea. With these extra pecans, I'm just going to sprinkle some around the top, edges. Just sprinkle those there. And we're going to put some of these grapes. That makes a nice garnish. And really, as much chicken salad as there, I really probably could have used a larger plate. But that is such a wonderful meal. Who would not want to dig into that? This is the way my mother showed me when I was growing up. We didn't have microwaves at that time. But I've got some water boiling. I've got 4 family tea bags here. I'm going to put them on, put them all in the boiler, and then I'm going to turn it down to low and let it just kind of steep for a little while. And with a gallon jug, you never know. But we utilize everything. We recycle, so these pickled gallon jugs come in handy. I have some lemonade in the refrigerator and my other one, my regular gallon tea pitcher, so I'm just using what I have. And one thing about tea, it's always better the next day. It's always better the next day. 4 family tea bags will make you a gallon of tea. And when you've got a family running around and grandchildren, that gallon of tea will get gone in a hurry. So I'm going to finish filling this up with water, and then this gallon of tea is done. You just shake it up, stir it up real good to get those saccharin tablets to dissolve. And then it's done. And we'll just fill that up with water, and that's it. I've got some lemon balm that you saw earlier that I picked out of my garden. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop some of it up and just kind of crush it. And then I'm just going to put a sprig on top to decorate the glass of tea. But it smells wonderful. It smells like lemons. Our soup's going to be done here in just a few minutes. And I've got some oregano that we picked out from the garden this morning. And I'm just going to chop it up just kind of finely. And I'm just going to put it in right toward the end. It will give it a good flavor. I probably could tear this just as easily. But the oregano gives it such a good flavor. I think that's going to be about enough. The soup is just about ready. And let you see the soup. See there how wonderful it is? You can see the thyme leaves have fallen off the sticks and they're in there. And you can pick those out when you see them. We'll get those out. But then I'm going to drop a little of the fresh oregano in there. That will give it so much flavor. Now I picked several of my sage leaves too, but I've decided it's such a strong flavor. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put 2 of the sage leaves in there. I'm going to chop them up in little ribbons. think that'll be enough. I'm going to drop that down in there. That's going to give it another element of flavor. Now the last thing, last but not least, is it is wonderful to put chives. Chives gives it such a wonderful flavor. And I'm going to put them in this bowl here, and anybody can add them on top of their soup as a garnish. So we're going to, excuse me there, we're going to chop up some chives. And you know, chives is in the onion family. And this is one of the, here's a couple of blooms. Now if these blooms hadn't already got a little age on them, they could be great in your salad. When they're still fresh, young, scramble them up in your salad, it'd be awesome. But these chives will be great to sprinkle on top of your soup. I'll get a bowl in just a minute and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, we've got our soup, we've got our cornbread, and to get you a good glass of tea, what more could you want? Doesn't that look wonderful there? Look at all that rich broth. That's awesome. Tune in next week to see what we're cooking up on Country Creations. And thank you for watching.